Hello everyone, and welcome back. Sorry it's been a while since my last video. The DLC for Honor Ring, Shadow of the Earth Tree dropped recently and I couldn't bear to stay away from it. I haven't been the final boss yet and I still got some areas of the map I haven't explored. It's less of a DLC and more like a second game, to be honest. I'm really enjoying my Dragon Incantation build with one of the new dragon forms. Igon and Embaa, mwah, chef's kiss. But that's enough about the Outer Ring DLC. Today, I'm here to show you guys my early route bug Pokemon. I wouldn't say that bug types are my favorite type, but I definitely got some favorite bug types. I will say that Golisopod and the Venipede line are the best of the best bug types for me. I could talk forever about these guys, but I hope this can give you an idea of the direction I'm taking these designs. Gamefreak is great at turning the uncanny and sometimes terrifying invertebrates into aesthetically pleasing friends you want to have on your team. Listen, if you don't think butterflies are scary, try seeing one up close. It is currently summer as of the time of recording this script, and I don't know about all of you guys, but some of you might be familiar with these kinds of bitey bugs. I should also preface that I'm going to mess up words really badly in this video, so I'm apologizing in advance for my horrible pronunciations. This is a mosquito larva. Its name is Embaa. It's a combination of ember, larva, and well, so the Tlingit language with English letters seems to use double vowels often. So yeah. The Tlingit or Linguit are indigenous peoples of Pacific Northwest coast of North America and constitute 2 of 231 federally recognized tribes in Alaska. Why am I referencing the Tlingit language for this mon? That's because they have a mythology about the origin of mosquitoes. I'll get more into that later in the video. I don't know if this is common knowledge, but mosquitoes start life in the water. That's why it's not a good idea to just have a body of stagnant water lying around, because mosquitoes will lay eggs in there. Despite being born in the water, they still need to resurface from time to time to breathe air. Apparently, some mosquito larvae can stretch their neck to catch prey. That's pretty cool. Also, it looks like Embaa's wearing a baby bonnet. Embaa, the mosquito larva Pokemon. This Pokemon starts its life in the water. It can stretch out its neck to quickly and with precision to catch prey. This is Kuasina. The name is a combination of Kusakwan, meaning cannibal in Tlingit, and the name of an anime character. I won't say the character's name because it'll be obvious. Usually, I start with the third stage and then draw the first stage, but this time I went straight to the second stage after work on the final stage. Take a shot every time I say stage. I think the pupa of this animal looks really interesting. When I first saw the pupa form of a mosquito, the eyes immediately captured my attention. They look like shades, and so I got the idea to give it the Kamina glasses. I also really like the pupa tail. That alone seemed very Pokemon-esque to me. Despite the actual pupa having a lot more round shapes, I wanted this guy to be covered in mostly sharp edges because it's just cool like that. I can't forget the black and red either, for that extra cool edge. I don't know if it's just me, but they also kind of remind me of Bakugan because of how the body folds onto itself, making a sphere shape. Man, who remembers Bakugan? Kuasina, the mosquito pupa Pokemon. When in water, this Pokemon prefers to stay floating right below the surface of the water upside down, but will dive deep to escape predators. This Pokemon has the personality of a rebellious teenager, and all trainers will require a level of patience if they want to be able to train a Kuasina. And this is where the design comes into fruition. At first, I was thinking, what would a cartoon mosquito look like? I had to also keep in mind that there is a Tlingit mythology about the creation of mosquitoes. To summarize the mythology, mosquitoes come from the ashes of a cannibal. that does not do the mythology justice, so I recommend checking out in the link below to a video of the mythology story told by Tlingit Man. Going back to the coming from ashes bit, that's why I started to mess around with the fire elements in sketches. I really like the sharp edges of the forward-facing drawings, so I rotated it into a 3/4 view, and I immediately started to get a design I liked. The wings took me the longest at first. I wanted the wings to look like they were burning bits and pieces coming out of the wings like ashes. If the eyes didn't give it away already, this design is based on Ryoku and her uniform Senketsu. Hence the name for this mon, Moxkuitsu, being a combination of mosquito, Senketsu, and Kacha, meaning mosquito in Tlingit. You can probably guess why I chose Kill la Kill as an inspiration for a mosquito Pokemon, but just in case for those of you who don't know, basically Ryoku's uniform, a living entity, requires her blood to transform into different powerful forms, which becomes more revealing the stronger the transformation. Don't look at me like that. Anyways, eventually I landed on a design for the wings that resembled the cross explosion and sparkles that Studio Trigger likes to do. I wanted to give it a third pair of legs, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it look good and not get in the way of the important design elements. I might have to redraw the illustration from a different angle one day. Another idea that I had was to make the abdomen look like it had fire inside of it, but I couldn't find a way to make it look good. I also had in mind to make parts of the abdomen try and look like burnt wood and ashes, but I settled on white stripes instead. I've been debating whether this guy should be a bug fire, bug dark, or dark fire type because of the whole cannibal connection. Also, if these guys end up as fire types, it becomes very contradictory to real mosquito life cycles because they start their life in the wild. I was considering that these guys could start their life cycles in wildfires or something, but I don't think wildfires would be frequent enough to justify that. I think in order to compromise of it not having a fire typing, I gave it fire adjacent abilities. Moxkuitsu, the mosquito Pokemon. This Pokemon uses its proboscis to drain the energy out of other Pokemon, though it doesn't prefer plant-based Pokemon. Despite its fire aspects, they lay their eggs in still bodies of water. Some native groups to the northwest believe that these Pokemon rose from the ashes of cannibals. And there you have it, Embaa, Kuasina, and Moxkuitsu. Let me know which is your favorite and what about each of them you like the most. Would you have any of these guys on your team? Each of the shinies reference a different Studio Trigger character. Let me know if you can spot them all. I'm open to criticisms and suggestions. If you'd like to see more of my artwork, I've got a link to my Kara profile in the description. If you'd like to join my Discord server, I got a link to that below too. If you'd like to support me through Patreon, you can do that too, but it's not necessary. For the next video, it's most likely not going to be a Pokemon video just because Smogus is next month, and I want to get some practice in before then. So the next video will probably be dragon related, so keep an eye out for that. I'm currently open for commissions right now if you're interested in that. If you'd like more information about commissioning me, I have a community post and prices pinned on my Instagram and Twitter. Thank you all so much for watching, and all of your guys' support and interaction means a lot. You all have a beautiful day. Bye-bye!